In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know if you want to become a professional trader. Doesn't matter if it's stocks, crypto, Forex, indices, whatever it is, these steps are going to be useful. I'm going to go over how to start your trading journey, but even if you are already trading, this video is also useful to you because in the middle I will have tips for every single one of you. And make sure to stick around because I'm going to leave the toughest lesson to last. So let's get into the video, starting with getting started. Being here means that you are already looking to start or that you've already started your trading journey. And my first recommendation would actually be looking at some YouTubers on how they talk about trading, how they look at trading, pick their brains in a little bit, just because it's not for education purposes, it's actually something else, which is understanding if that is something that you want to do. I think that's very important because trading is not for everyone, but if you look at someone that is talking about trading and you are interested in what he's saying, not because of the money that he's talking about, but about the process, about the science of trading, about the game that trading is, then you can move on to the first point. But be careful with the YouTubers that you watch because they can also create unrealistic expectations of what trading actually is. My rule of thumb is if they're flexing a rich life, then you should probably stay away. On the screen you have some channels that I would recommend you guys watch, and if you want to check it out, the links are going to be in the description. Those are all the YouTubers that I watch when it comes to trading. But now this is a good segue for my first point, which is finding a trading community. Investing in your education is key, and that's why entering in a community is such an important part of your trading journey. It will really it's not a shortcut to success, but it will help you along the way. You need to find a community that you believe is good to learn from. I personally recommend people Falcon Trading and Guerrilla Trading. For Guerrilla Trading, I have a coupon code that gives you 10% off with a link in the description. It is indeed an affiliate link, but it seriously is something that I recommend to every single person that asks me where they should learn. And if you want to find honest reviews on both of those communities, make sure to check the videos that I've made on both of those communities. So find a trading community and then actually look for reviews. Look for the students. What are the students doing? Are the students successful? Are the students only talking about the good things? Because in my opinion, talking about only the good things in a video is a red flag. So instead of looking at the mentor, actually look at the students and understand if they are successful. Because a mentor can fake it, but if he is able to teach the students to become consistent, then that's a green flag for you. And that's why I personally recommend Guerrilla, but check the honest reviews that I've made on them out. But why do you need a trading community to start? Well, because first of all, you do need a strategy to learn what to backtest. And the other thing great about trading communities is that you will be surrounded with like-minded people, which is an absolutely great feature that trading communities have. Basically, trading communities are going to give you daily guidance, weekly guidance, and you will be able to talk with people that are more successful than you, that are on the same path as you, and that will propel you even further in your trading career. And that is an absolutely great feature of a trading community, and that's why I believe it's a very important part. Which basically takes me to my next point, which is learning a strategy. This is why you should join a community, to learn a strategy, a profitable strategy. And once you do, you start consuming all the content that they have. Seriously, like every content that they have, you need to consume. Be it trade recaps, where is basically where your mentor is saying what trades he entered on. But before that, go over all the educational content, be it the foundation series where they are going to teach you everything about trading, the strategy content, everything that will make you understand not only the markets in general, but also the strategy. Just consume everything that they have. And like that, you will be able to start understanding the strategy and you will be looking at the markets in a whole different way. One thing that I would really recommend is not just watching the videos. That's not going to be beneficial. You're just watching it to say that you've watched it. But no, be methodical, be very precise, take notes, watch the video again, take notes, watch the video again, try to explain the video for yourself. and then move on. Like, make sure to take your time with every single content that the community has, because that is going to pay you dividends further down the line. You cannot skip any videos, you cannot skip anything when you're learning something. It's basically the same thing as someone wanting to build a 10-story building on a sand foundation. It's not going to work out. You need a solid foundation to then build your trading building on. And then the first place directly, which is the next step that you are going to see those dividends paying off of you being very focused on the content, is on this next step, which is backtest, backtest, backtest. Once you have a grasp of the strategy that you are currently trading, you will be able to apply it on the charts. And that's what you want to do when you are backtesting. You want to go back in price section, and backtest that strategy as you learned to do. You start implementing that strategy on the charts, then you start learning, and you start learning, and you start learning. You are going to see the price action physically happening. You are going to put the trades on. You're going to take the wins. You're going to take the losses. And like that, you are going to start to unconsciously learn the strategy too, because your brain will see things repeating, the same entries repeating, and you'll see further down the line that once you're live, you'll see the exact same price action as you saw before, and you'll be like, yeah, this is a trade. You will understand what makes a winning trade and what makes a losing trade, and you will do that over and over again. Practice makes perfect, and repetition is going to make your unconscious learn, and that's your goal. If you guys want to check out how I backtest my own strategy, you can check the links that are going to be in the top right corner, and I every single weekend do a backtesting live stream, so if you want to tune into that, you'll be more than welcome to. Once you get the grasp of the strategy, you can finally pass on to the next step, which is a very important step. Well, every step is very important, but let's go on to trading live. Actually trading the live markets is extremely important, simply because that's where you are going to be applying the knowledge that you've got from the strategy, from the backtesting, from reviewing the backtesting, and all that. That's where you're going to apply it, because backtesting is easy. Each candle, even if you're backtesting like the 1 hour or the 4 hour, takes like a second to pass, because you can just click, and there you go. But that's different in the live market, because every single candle takes, for example, 1 hour if you're watching at the 1 hour candles, and that will make your psychology really change. So that's why trading live is so important. This will give you a real feel for the markets, and this will improve your knowledge by a lot. And once you go live, make sure to apply everything that you've got from your strategy, from your backtesting, everything. Just try to apply it, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. I think that is one of the big problems of people, is that they are afraid of making mistakes. But let me even get a quote. Okay, so this is a quote from Market Wizards, which is a really good book, and the quote is from Michael Marcus, which says, "Early trading failure is a sign that you are doing something wrong. It's not necessarily a good predictor of ultimate potential failure or success," which is amazing, because if you are doing something wrong, or I am doing something wrong, it means that we can change. And that's great. And that's why trading is a constantly evolving game. So yeah, just don't be afraid of making mistakes. Now, people do this in different ways. Some people like to start trading the live markets with a demo account, meaning that they're not losing any of their own money, it's all fake money. But that's perfectly fine. I think everyone should understand what the best thing for themselves is. But basically for me, I'm completely different. I don't take fake money seriously. I would not be taking trading seriously if I was just trading fake money. And because of that, I never traded demo, because I knew that if I were to trade demo, I would just be setting trades, risking like 10%, whatever. So I directly went to live, so I took it seriously. But not everyone is like that. I have some friends that they told me they've traded demo for a long time, and they would take it very seriously. And if you're like that, then I think that demo is a good way to start. But I also do not recommend people sticking to demo for a long time, simply because It's always going to be different when you have your own money involved and when you are trading demo. It's going to be very different, and you need those lessons from actually risking your own money, having those emotions, those different emotions of having money in play. And I think that that's a very important step. So my rule of thumb and other people's rule of thumb is like, don't stick to demo like more than 3 months. But once again, it's going to be different for everyone. When you decide to go live, make sure to go with an amount that will make you take it seriously, because let's say I were to put 100 euros on an account, I wouldn't take it seriously. So I personally started with 1,000 because I knew that it's an amount that I can be emotionally attached to, but not way too emotionally attached to. So it made me take it seriously, and I think that's very crucial for you to understand which one is the right amount for you. And like this, by taking it seriously, one of the first lessons that you will have in the live market is proper risk management. Always use a stop loss. Always use a predetermined risk. Don't over risk. Don't over leverage. Don't over trade. All these things is what you are going to learn in the live market conditions. And what I suggest is never risk more than 1%. There is absolutely no need to be risking more than 1%, especially in the beginning of your journey. Now you have a community, you are dedicated to trading, you have a strategy, you've backtested that strategy, and you can now start to implement it live. All these steps take time, which takes me to my last point, which is expectations. Well, this is a very important one. Like in everything, psychologically, this is the most important one, because maybe some of you clicked on this video expecting that I was going to give you a strategy that was going to make you $1 million tomorrow or next week, but that's not the case, because that's not reality. And whoever is telling you that that is reality,
crazy. Like I just use my phone, more thousands in profit. Like everywhere I go, I'm just making more money, and I'm helping thousands of my students do the exact same.
They're lying to you. Trading has become very, very accessible, and because of that, unrealistic expectations arise. So let me break some hearts. Well, I can tell you right now that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You will not be a millionaire next year. You will not be a millionaire maybe in 2 years. Who knows? But this is a very hard skill, and you need to put a lot of time in order to master it. You will not become consistently profitable after just 1 month of learning. It's simply not going to happen. You need to put the work in every single day for a long time in order to become consistently profitable. And that's perfectly fine, because let me put this into perspective. In order to get a degree, you need to put at least like 3 years of work in uni before you even see any results, because before you get the degree, you are not going to have the job that you want from that degree. So don't expect trading to be any easier. You still need to put a lot of work in. It's not just because it's more accessible that it should be also easier, because it's definitely not. You will never crack it, because the market is constantly evolving, and if you don't evolve with the market, you are going to be left behind. So don't expect for you to crack the code of trading. You will need to be a forever student of the market. And last but not least, you will not become very rich by following someone else's signals. You need to learn the craft for yourself, and you need to put the work in. No real fortune comes without hard work. So keep that in mind. The bottom line is that with the right expectations, you will get much further in trading. Keep this video in mind and keep your expectations in check. I hope this video helped. Let me know in the comment section below if it did, and if you have any further questions, make sure to check this video out where I talk about building a trading plan in 2022 or further down the line, because it's such an important part of your trading journey, and I'm going to touch on a lot of key topics right there. So yeah, that's basically it. Leave a like and subscribe if you think it is worth it. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the video, and I'll wish you all the best in life. Peace.